I thought I was going to die. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did die. Twice! I screamed so hard I lost my voice at one point.
So, what'd you think of your first time tearing it up on Wolfback?
It was exciting, but mostly terrifying.
You're such a kidder, Lady Veyle.
But I'm not kidding. Not even a little bit. It's a miracle I'm still alive. In fact, I can't believe I am alive.
Takes your mind off everything, though, right? Couldn't you feel your worries just float away?
I guess you could say that.
Good. You looked a little tense earlier. I thought this might be a good way to unwind.
I do sometimes wonder if it's okay for me to be here with all of you.
I hear ya. But next time you start feeling like that, you let me know, alright? We can tear it up to the horizon and back.
Okay, I will. And Timerra, thank you. I told her I couldn't do it. I told her I wasn't ready to ride a wolf all by myself. What was she thinking?
Was that fun? Or was that fun?
I thought I was going to die.
I thought you would too. Nearly went right over that cliff.
I didn't know how to turn, and I didn't know how until I was already riding.
Well, you made it. All you needed was a little effort and a positive attitude.
All I needed was a miracle.
But hey, really cleared your mind, huh?
I mean, I was so scared I couldn't actually think. So, yes?
Good. You're learning. The biggest thrills in life always involve a little fear.
I'm sure you're right, Timerra. It is good to do things that make us uncomfortable.
Exactly! Now, come on! Round 2!
What? Round 2? Must I? My goodness, that was so much fun!
Looks like somebody's not scared of riding wolves anymore.
It's true. I've conquered my fear. Thank you so much, Timerra.
Don't mention it. Is something wrong? You look a little misty-eyed.
It's just... you always treat me like I'm a normal person.
All I did was plonk you onto a wolf and say go.
That's it exactly. You treat me like... a friend. It makes me happy.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Though, I guess I didn't realize all of this was so special.
It is. Very special. I don't think I can thank you enough.
It was nothing, Lady Veyle. Honest.
So, I guess you'll be returning to Solm after the war is over? You'll probably be really busy. Getting ready to be the next queen and all of that.
Yeah. It feels like my to-do list is as big as the queendom itself.
I suppose we won't be able to hang out with each other anymore, like normal friends.
What, you think I'll become a total fuddy-duddy when I'm queen? Give me a little credit. I'll sneak out of the palace to hang out with you if that's what it takes. And we will hang out. A lot. No matter what my title is, because that's what friends do.
I'd really like that, Timerra. Yeah. It's a plan.
Yikes! Seadall, what's with the shouting?
This was not part of the deal, Princess Timerra. You're breaking your promise.
Yeah, no. I'm drawing a blank here.
The deal was you wouldn't cook your roast meat specialties around me. Look at this. Smell this. Your dishes have far more flavor than any dish should. You promised.
Oh, that does ring a bell now that you mention it. Something about big flavors being a big distraction? My roasts, most of all?
You swore you wouldn't cook your dishes near me. Yet here you are. You and your meat. Everything I eat is carefully chosen to guide my dancing. Now, I want to stuff that in my mouth.
Oh, sure. Have at it.
Ah, Spirit of the Cards, cast your divine light and show me how to defeat this demon's trap.
Demon? I was trying to be polite. If it bothers you that much, why not go away and let me eat in peace?
Oh, I'll leave all right. I will go far, far, far away. I will beat this trial, you'll see. Moon and stars, I beg of you, keep me from this meaty temptation.
Yeesh. That was weird. Tasty, tasty meat, so nice and chewy.
Ah!
Oh no, don't you start.
Again? You're breaking your promise again? I can smell it. You've got one of your 2 tasty dishes on the grill. Oh, the sizzling.
Relax, would you? You're acting weird again. I mean, you're a world-renowned dancer. Not to mention a famous fortune teller. People say you're so dignified, so composed. I used to dream of meeting the great Seadall.
Are you disappointed?
No. About 90% of the time, you live up to the hype. You act different around, flavor?
My apologies, Princess Timerra. I blame the meat, the way you prepare your dishes. The bold flavors are just beyond delicious.
Tell me something I don't know.
Princess Timerra, why do you always start roasting meat when I'm around?
That's not quite what's happening, is it? Come on, give it another think. The truth is, when I've got a good roast going, you find me and barge in.
So you're saying I'm doing this to myself?
Yep.
I see. Allow me to apologize, Princess Timerra. You didn't break your promise. I simply lack willpower. That's my fault, not yours. I'll make sure I don't come looking for you when you're cooking with such flair and flavor. If you'll excuse me?
Seadall, wait. Fry, fry, fry! Get nice and crispy!
Oh no. The smells found me and pulled me back once again. I couldn't help myself. I'm so sorry, Princess Timerra.
Relax, Seadall. I lured you here on purpose.
You lured me?
Yup. I did some digging and found out you prefer your meat fried.
Why would you do that to me?
Uh-oh. Watch out, Seadall. It's a fried meat sandwich!
Oh no, that's my favorite food.
I know! Oh, here's another one. It's got a honey glaze and a creamy cheese sauce.
Ah, that's my other favorite food. Princess Timerra, why? Why would you make the food that's hardest for me to resist? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking you should do more than just eat bland food all the time.
What? Don't you see? My whole life is discipline. My dancing in and out of battle depends on it.
Look, as the next Queen of Seoul, all I want is for my people to be happy. So let me ask you, what would make you happy?
In this moment, what would make me happy is eating the things in front of me. All the things.
Then why fret? Do what makes you happy. Look, enjoy this delicious meal with me, and then afterward, I'll treat myself to some delightful dancing with you. Is it a deal?
But Princess Timerra...
I promise, a little indulgence never hurt anyone. Am I right, or am I right?
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Just look at all the incredible food you made for me. Here I go. It's high time I live a little.
That's the spirit. Come on, dig in before it gets cold.
Let the feast of flavors begin!
Prince Alfred, wait up!
Hiya, Princess Timerra. Need something?
Needs a strong word. I just figured you were headed off to eat a snack.
Nope. I was about to start my workout.
What? Then why did you have such a big grin on your face?
Because working out is my favorite part of the day.
Huh. I guess that tracks. I had it all backwards. Too bad, though. I was about to ask if I could come eat with you.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Then again, training with you sounds pretty fun. Maybe I'll tag along after all.
Oh, you're gonna work out with me?
Sure, why not? If you insist, then we can have a nice yummy meal together. Your treat.
Ah, I see what you're doing. Fine by me. I'm not gonna pass up a chance to pick the brain of the future Queen of Solm.
Nothing too heavy, all right? I don't want to ruin the meal by talking shop.
Gotcha, Princess Timerra. We'll keep it breezy. Nothing heavy at this dinner but the cream. Hey, Princess Timerra. I heard you ride wolves. Is that really true?
Yep, when I was little, I'd tear through the halls of Solm Palace on Wolfback. Made a real mess.
Impressive. I can't think of anybody that out of control in my family.
Really? Most of my family is wild in one way or another. Oh, that reminds me. How do you like it if I gave you wolf riding lessons?
I was so hoping you'd ask.
Fantastic! I'd be happy to show you the ropes. I'm sure you won't mind getting bitten or thrown off now and again.
As in more than once?
Oh yeah, way more. And when the wolf's really agitated like that, I won't be able to call her off. But you can stop her on your own, as long as you've got plenty of muscle.
Well,
Experienced riders can keep their wolves under control, but it's a different story for newcomers. I don't mean to scare you though. Most people do make it through training with all their limbs.
I'm having second thoughts here. Maybe it's better I hold off. Can't let myself get sidelined while there's a war on, after all.
Yep. Sometimes the bravest thing is knowing when to call it quits.
Why don't you show me camping instead? It'd be fun to learn how you face the elements out in Solm, even if it's just a little.
Oh, absolutely! That does sound fun! I'll teach you everything I know. How to set up camp, which animals to watch out for. Oh, and most important of all, singing! Nothing beats a good camping song!
Great! As soon as I get myself a tent, we'll be in business!
I went with Alfred on a camping trip. The food was great and the songs were hip. There were lots of stars in the sky that night. And that's the end of my song. All right.
Good one! Way to let everybody know just how you feel.
Aw, thanks. Most people don't think much of my singing.
What? Your singing is fantastic! It makes my heart swell up inside.
That's how it makes me feel too. Thanks, Prince Alfred. Oh, looks like the fire's petering out.
Ooh, allow me. Let's see here.
Good work. You've got it down pat. What do you even need me here for? You're a natural.
Well, I had a great teacher.
Keep buttering me up, why don't ya?
Thanks again. I've learned so much from being around you. It's really helped me get a handle on where your people are coming from.
Ah, you're trying to gain some first-hand experience of Solmic culture, huh?
Yeah. I thought if I tried Solm stuff, I'd get to know Solm's people.
Uh-huh. So then tell me, does this mean you're planning to invade?
Not at all. I swear, I'm learning all this so I can help bring our countries together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just yanking your chain. Still, I don't think our work here is done.
What makes you say that?
Because now it's my turn to learn more about the Kingdom of Firenade. For Solm and Firenade to grow closer, they both need to understand each other, right?
True enough.
Well then, for the sake of our countries, you'd better tell me all about this homeland of yours.
With pleasure, Princess Timerra. Now, where to begin?
Hey, Marin! You look like you're lost in thought.
Ah, you could say that, Princess Timerra.
Well, what's on your mind?
I was thinking about why I left my village.
Ah, yeah. You didn't want to become the next village matriarch.
Yes, that's right. It was decided I had to take my mother's place. But I had always dreamed of being a knight. The whole thing was unreasonable. So I left.
You were a free spirit, even back then.
I wouldn't call myself a free spirit. Not really. But after traveling on my own for a while, roaming with nowhere to go, I met a fearless woman riding on a wolf. Now she was a free spirit.
Who, me?
Free spirit may not even cover it. You took on an entire gang of bandits by yourself.
And out of nowhere, you charged in to help. I'll never forget that day.
Neither will I. I didn't realize it then, but that chance encounter would change my life.
You know, sitting with you by a toasty fire, it feels just like the good old days.
Yes, we shared many a night like this after that first encounter. Our scuffle with the bandits, back when we were just a couple of travelers roving the queendom together. At the time, of course, I had no idea my princess was actually a princess.
You never asked. Honestly, I assumed you pieced it together.
Listen, Princess Timerra. Most royals don't sneak out of their castles to rain justice on unsuspecting bandits.
Yeah, well, I'm not most royals.
No argument there. But really, do you remember how shocked I was to learn that you were the Princess of Sol? I had just gotten through telling you, basically my whole life story. How I had always dreamed of becoming a knight, but my lineage made it impossible. I told you that was the reason I ran away from home. And then, you...
I asked if you really, truly wanted to be a knight.
And I said yes, with my whole heart, yes. You placed your sword on my shoulders, one after the other, and said,
I hereby deem thee a knight of the queendom.
And I laughed. I thought it was all in fun. But you weren't laughing, my princess. You were looking at me like you meant it. I'll never forget the look on your face when you knighted me. So serious.
Well, yeah. I was dead set on it. After all our time on the road together, I could see what a good person you were. I'd have been crazy not to pin you down as soon as I could.
My princess, you flatter me. Though, I do wish you had revealed your identity beforehand.
This again? It just slipped my mind, that's all. I told you right after, didn't I? We even went to your village together.
Yes, that's true. The way you bowed your head before my mother, the village matriarch, and then boldly asked if she'd give the knighting her blessing. I've never seen her so shocked. But she agreed on the condition that I return to lead one day.
Your mother's a good woman. She could tell our hearts were set on it.
From then on, I was yours. That was the day the clouds opened, and my life filled with sunlight.
And you called me a flatterer.
So help me, your radiant luster will never dim. That, my princess, is why I devote myself wholly to your service.
Thank you, Marin. I hope you'll stay at my side, now and forever. My knight in shining armor, my friend. That was just what I needed. It's been way too long since we rode together.
Yes, boss. Nothing beats a nice jaunt on Wolfback.
You and I used to go riding practically every night. What happened to those days?
War happened. The world has changed, unfortunately.
Isn't that the truth? And you know, you've mellowed out a lot since those days.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on! Remember how we met? You had a bunch of bandits tied to trees and were about to feed them to the wolves.
That was merely to intimidate them. I wasn't actually going to...
And don't get me started on the way you used to talk. You'd say things like, feeling hungry, punks? I got a fresh serving of knuckles for you right here.
Why, I beg you to cease this coarse impression.
Don't worry, Pennant. I love the old you. But I love the new you, too.
The feeling is mutual, boss. Your relentless teasing aside.
Boss, when you said I had changed, you were right. I have. But for that, I have you to blame.
Me?
Yes. When we met, I was wild as they come. My home life was rocky, to say the least, and that left me filled with anger. So each day, I would go into town and pick fights with anyone who got on my nerves. Looking back on that time now, I see how pointless it was. Yet that was the only way I knew to cope. Until I met you. Though at first, of course, I assumed you were as wild as I was.
We hit it off right away, huh? Taking out goons by day, riding our wolves by night.
Yes, we were thick as thieves. Little by little, you helped point my rage in a more useful direction.
Admit who cut you in line.
That only happened once. I was talking about all the bandits and thieves we fought. You taught me to take all my pent-up, directionless anger and use it for good.
Well, I'm glad. Though, to be honest, that wasn't really intentional.
Yes, I figured as much. Even so, if I had never met you, that rage might have swallowed me whole and spit out a lonely, resentful husk. I could have wasted my life feeling bitter about the hand I was dealt.
Hannette, you said that without me, you would have spent your whole life lonely and resentful. But I don't think that's true.
What makes you say that, boss?
Well, you were wild, sure. But your kindness always shone through. Even when we fought the worst of the worst, you didn't try to hurt them. Just stop them. And after our long late-night rides, you took time to feed the wolves, brush their fur. The truth is, I didn't swoop in and put you on the right path. You were already there.
Do you really think that?
Of course. I knew you were a good person. That's why I asked you to become my retainer.
Huh, I remember that day. How surprised I was. I never suspected you were the princess.
You weren't convinced by the princess-like way I begged you? Pretty please, be my retainer!
It just seemed absurd that a royal would want anything to do with a wild girl like me.
Well, I'm glad you agreed in the end. Thanks again for that, Panette.
Boss, please. It is I who should be thanking you.
Oh, come on. You think I don't know how hard you've worked? I know you were worried about embarrassing me or being rude to my family. The rules of royal life are complicated and arbitrary sometimes, if we're being honest. But you took time to study the proper speech and conduct of a retainer.
It was the least I could do to repay your generosity.
Hannette, I want you to know something. I will become a queen worthy of your efforts. A queen you can feel proud to serve.
I have no doubt. And for my part, I shall continue to serve you with the utmost zeal.
Well, if it isn't Fogado, my one and only Sibby.
Yes, in the flesh. Care to tell me why you're in such a good mood?
Oh, no reason in particular.
Really? I would have guessed there was a song or a slab of meat involved. Mine, I'm glad to see you looking so cheery. Always puts a smile on my face.
Well, good, because I'm happy as can be.
But I'm going to have to insist you tell me why. Come on, Sibby to Sibby.
If you really want to know, it's because you're here, duh!
Is that all? Pfft, I'm always here.
Oh, hate to break it to you, but no. I'll admit, back in Solm, I didn't spend all that much time in the castle. But you were never around. I hardly spent time with you at all.
Huh, yeah, you make a good point.
These aren't what you'd call the best circumstances, but I'm glad I see you every day.
Wow, you really put a positive spin on things. We're in the middle of a war, and you make it sound like a family vacation.
Got a problem with that?
Not one bit. As I said, I'm just happy that you're happy. Hey, listen, I want to talk about something.
What's up, Fogato? You look kinda down.
Yeah, well, I think I owe you an apology.
I knew it! You're the one who stole my rib tips. I was saving those for a late night snack.
What? No, I would never do that. I know how much you love your midnight meats. Wait a second, what's this I knew it business? You don't trust your own brother?
Sorry. I get cranky when I wake up on an empty stomach. Anyway, what was that about an apology?
I was thinking about what you said, how I wasn't around much in the castle. I've always felt that because our people are free spirits, they deserve a free-spirited prince. But now, I realize that it got in the way of our Sibi time. I'll try to do better from now on.
Listen, Fogato, I know that free spirit stuff doesn't tell the whole story. You leave the castle to get a lay of the land. Make it easier to plan for a crisis, right? So that if the worst happens, you'll be ready to advise me.
Of course you knew.
Well, yeah, we are Sibbies, aren't we? I know everything that's going on in that cute little head of yours. I do appreciate all you do for me. As far as little brothers go, I'd say I lucked out.
We're family. We watch out for each other.
If I'm honest, though, sometimes I don't want you to watch out for me. I just want you to hang out with me. You know? Like right now. This is perfect.
Timerra, I've solved it.
Huh? Did something need solving? First I'm hearing of it.
Here, take this. I stayed up all night making it.
A doll? Why did you... Wait, no way! It's you! This is a you doll!
Ding, 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 ding! Now we'll always be together. You don't have to feel lonely anymore. Even when I'm away from the castle, it'll be like I'm right there with you. And it'll keep you safe.
Ugh, you ruined it. I'm not a little kid. What's a doll gonna protect me from? Doll bandits? Besides, this thing hardly even looks like you. I'd have to squint something fierce to pretend that Fogato here is the real article.
I worked so hard on him, though. You don't think he has his dad's signature swagger?
Yeah, no, not even a little bit. Guess you have no choice. You'll just have to hang out with me more. We're the princess and prince, but first and foremost, we're Sibbies.
Yeah, you're right. You win. I'll spend less time wandering Solm and more time with you.
Good. Was that so hard?
Well, I guess you won't be needing that doll.
I didn't say that. I'm going to give my wonky-looking nephew here a loving home.
Perfect. Though, just so you know, he doesn't eat meat.
Hey, Princess Ivy.
Hello, Princess Timerra.
Look at us, huh? Two future queens hanging out together like this?
True. I will rule Elusia one day, and you Solm. Beyond our royal status, however, we appear to have nothing in common.
I don't know if we're all that different.
No? It seems to me that our appearances and personalities are direct opposites. Not to suggest either is superior, of course, but the differences are plain enough to me.
I guess you have a point.
I've never roamed my territory fighting bandits, for instance. I've never even been camping.
What? You've never been camping? Then you've never really lived!
Walls and doors were built for a reason. I see little point in sleeping outside of them.
You'll change your tune once you experience the thrill of sleeping under the stars for yourself.
Why would I... You know what? Okay, it would be rude of me to refuse an invitation from a fellow princess. I accept.
Woohoo! I'll start preparing for the big day. Get ready to have the time of your life!
It does promise to be interesting.
See, Princess Ivy? I knew you'd have fun.
With all due respect, Your Highness, Your powers of observation need work. Look at me. I'm in the presence of foreign royalty, yet I can't master myself enough to stop shaking. I am, to vastly understate the matter, not enjoying this.
Oh, whoa. You are shaking. Are you cold? I can throw more logs on the fire.
No, it is not the cold. I am shaking because I am afraid.
Oh, if it's wild animals you're worried about, let me put those fears to rest. I set up a few traps just in case, but the fire should be enough to keep them away.
No. Ghosts. I'm certain I heard a strange moaning cry coming from that way.
Hey, you, spooky ghost! How's it going?
Quiet!
Sorry. But singing might make you feel a little less scared. Why not try it?
Ghost!
That's it! Now, of all the things to be scared of, why ghosts and not plagues or wars?
Please just forget what you saw here. I've had enough sleeping outdoors. Princess Timerra, camping was a valuable life experience. Thank you.
You're welcome. So tell me, did you find any weaknesses?
You saw right through me.
Of course. I'm a princess too, aren't I? I was thinking the same thing. One day, when we're queens, knowing one another's weaknesses could give us an edge.
That is indeed why I decided to go along. In the end, however, the only weakness revealed was my own.
Yup. Starts with G and rhymes with roasts.
And all I learned about you is that we are even less alike than I'd supposed. I am left with only a longer list of ways in which we're opposites. You like meat? I prefer vegetables.
I love singing, but you're shy about doing it in front of other people.
I prefer to spend my time in study. You would rather spend it running through the hills.
We really are opposites, huh?
Yes. But despite that, I did appreciate our time together.
Same, honestly. I had a great time.
Differences can be a source of conflict, but they can also elevate discussion. I believe our conversations will ultimately make me a better leader to my people.
Me too. I hope we can keep being friends.
Friendship is based on reciprocity. You owe me one weakness.
Hate to do it, but I guess you painted me into a corner.
I jest. I would like us to be on good terms, Princess Timerra. Let our friendship set the standard for the relations between our countries.
Agreed. Here's to a long, ghost-free friendship. Fun for all to see. Gonna sing, and go shopping. Can't wait to see all the folks out there and dance and shake my hair.
Hello, Princess Timerra. Sounds like you're having fun.
What tipped you off? I'm actually headed into town.
All by yourself? No guards or escorts?
Yeah, going incognito. You know, you're more than welcome to come with.
Thank you, but I'll pass. I was about to start my daily training regimen.
Aw, that's a shame. Would have been fun to hang with Princey D, but he's busy training his body.
I don't mean to meddle in the affairs of other royals, but if you have time to sing and dance your way through town, you should have time for training.
I don't see those things as mutually exclusive. Besides, spending time with real people, it makes me a better princess. Just like training makes you a better prince. See where I'm coming from?
I don't think I do. I train to grow stronger so I can better protect my people.
Then we're one and the same. I hang out with folks in town so I can protect them. After all, can't keep someone safe if you don't know who they are.
I see. That's an interesting perspective. I'll have to think that one over while I train. Having fun again, Princess Timerra?
Yep, tons. Let me guess, you were training?
Not today. I'd actually like to join you on your walk through town. I might learn a few things.
Ooh, you're going to hang out with me today? Sweet! Come on then. This looks like a perfect spot for us to kick things off.
Here, in this public place? What are we kicking off exactly?
Today's the day I sing for everyone. Come on, Prince Diamond. Now join the fun!
Me? No, I don't. That's not what I...
Oh, wow, would you look at that? Who knew the big tough prince was a scaredy cat?
I am the Crown Prince of Brodia. I am not a scaredy cat. Let me just... Oh, Brodia, a land of strength and might. Evil men aren't allowed there. Oh no, now everyone is staring at me. Princess Timerra, what do I do now?
Just keep singing, you goofball!
That was much, much more difficult than my usual combat training.
Good. So, what did you think of doing things my way for a change?
This is how you interact with your queendom? And you do this all the time. I will admit, it was nice to feel challenged. Like a breath of fresh air. That said, I'm probably not cut out for your brand of leadership. I feel better suited to serving through physical strength and combat.
Makes sense. To each their own and all that.
Thanks for letting me join you, Princess Timerra. I had fun today.
I had a good time too. We both got our own styles, but we make a pretty good team. Prince Diamond, mind if I tag along during your training today?
I wouldn't mind, but I'll warn you, my training can get pretty intense.
Hey, I can do more than just sing, you know. You'll see, this girl's got stamina.
Oh yeah? If that's the case, let's get started. Okay, halfway done. Let's take a breather.
You weren't kidding about this being tough. I talked a big game, but I'm feeling pretty burnt out.
I'm amazed you've kept up this whole time. Most people bow out much earlier. With that kind of stamina, imagine what a stricter training regimen could do for you.
Thanks, but I'm gonna keep doing things my way, if it's all the same to you. Whew. Okay, hey, between you and me, do you think peace is really possible?
That's a big question, and one I often worry about myself. Ultimately, as leaders, I think it's our duty to believe that peace is possible. If we won't fight to secure that kind of future for our people, who will?
You're right. The future isn't certain, but that's all the more reason for us to try. I gotta say, talking with you has given me hope that good things lie ahead.
I'm glad. We're both heirs to our respective thrones. If you ever need to talk, I'm here.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
All right, break's over. Time to resume training. Think you can keep going?
You know what? I just had a great idea. How about we sing the rest of the way? Could be a fun challenge.
Sounds fun. But, you go first.
Hey, Princess Timerra!
Hey, Lady Anna. What's up?
Quick question. What don't they have enough of in the Queendom of Solm?
Is this a riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's think this through.
It's not a riddle, or any other kind of game.
Oh, it's not? Then why are you asking?
Knowing what's lacking in Solm will help me decide what to stock and sell, right? I thought, if anyone knows all there is to know about Solm, it'd be you.
So you came to me for advice on what to sell there. Makes sense.
Now that I've been separated from my family, I've Gotta make a living somehow. Business is my only real hope.
You know, Solm already has a lot of merchants. It's not the easiest market to break into.
So you're saying the distribution channels for standard goods are already well established? In that case, I'll focus on selling my own unique products. That should be enough to compete.
Ooh, not a bad idea, Lady Anna. I'm happy to help you bring a new product to the people of Solm. Just let me know.
Thanks, Princess Timerra. Well, no time to waste. I'd better start doing some research. Hey, Princess Timerra, guess what? My new product is finally ready to hit the market. Wait until you see this.
Yes! I cannot tell you how much I look forward to this. Come on, let's see it.
First, I asked myself, what kind of problems do the people of Solm face every day?
High levels of sun exposure, water scarcity, bugs. You would not believe the bugs I've seen.
Good guesses, but no. How many times have you dropped something in the sand and never found it again?
Well, a few, I guess.
That's where this comes in!
Oh, a rake. Don't people use that to gather leaves?
You must be thinking of some other rake. This one's for finding stuff lost in the sands.
I'm not following.
Say you drop something and the sand swallows it up. Not a problem with your new sand rake. Well, pretty handy, right?
Yeah, no, not really, no.
I knew it was a reach even while I was saying it.
But hey, it's definitely innovative. I doubt anyone else would have come up with that.
Thanks for saying so, Princess Timerra. I haven't given up yet. The next product I develop will be the talk of Solm.
Atta girl. You show him, Lady Anna.
What's my angle here?
Hey, Lady Anna. You're really stressing about this new product, huh?
Oh, hey, Princess Timerra. I just know whatever I come up with won't sell well in Solm unless it stands out as truly unique.
Yeah, it's pretty competitive.
What's got you so down?
You know, I just hate to see a friend struggle.
Oh, that's so sweet. But I'm not really struggling. Well, I am, but it's not so bad.
It's not?
Figuring out the details when I'm working on a new product is my favorite part. What does this new market need? How can what I'm offering make everyone the happiest? It's not easy, but the thrill I get when I crack the problem is worth it. It's the best part of being a merchant.
Okay, that makes sense.
So don't worry about me. I'll figure this out. And when I do, everyone in Solm will love it.
Yeah, that's the spirit. You know what? I just thought of something.
What's that?
Something you should do after designing this fancy new product of yours. Be sure to add your name in the title. You know, like, Lady Anna's Amazing Doodad.
Personal branding? I don't know. That seems a little embarrassing.
Maybe. But if it turns out to be a hit, your family might notice and get in touch with you. Right?
Whoa. Princess Timerra, you might have something there. Well, if it works, all the credit is yours.
Hey, Jade. Got a sec?
Certainly, Princess Timerra. What do you need?
I hear that you're from a mining town, so you know a lot about minerals and stuff.
That's right. My father was a gemologist, so I picked up a fair bit of knowledge.
Perfect! Seeing as you're such an expert, wanna go mineral hunting with me?
You're going mineral hunting?
Yep. See, I'm on the hunt for a big, fabulous jewel to be. I already have a place in mind, but I'm not sure how to go about finding a gem there.
Ah, I understand why you came to me. I wouldn't mind joining you, but if you're interested in jewels, why not visit a jeweler? You are royalty, after all. I'm sure they'd sell you as many rare stones as you want.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I'd much rather find one for myself. You know, do it the old-fashioned way.
I see. That's a rare perspective. Well, if that's the plan, I'll be happy to guide you. I'll take a few notes along the way. I might be able to mine some ideas for my next novel.
Perfect! I get a dazzling jewel, and you get a dazzling protagonist. Win-win! Well, the mineral hunt came up empty.
Sorry, Princess Timerra. I did worry we might walk away empty-handed.
Nah, don't sweat it. It was still fun exploring the mine with you. Honestly, if you got time, I'd love to give it another try someday soon.
Of course. I'll accompany you as many times as you'd like.
Hey, here's an idea. If we get a big chunk of mineral, let's polish it up nice and cut it into 2 matching jewels. That way, you and me have sparkling mementos for our friendship. Great idea, huh?
A jewel for me? I feel like that would be a bit of a waste, to be honest.
Huh? What do you mean? Now that I think about it, you don't really wear jewels, huh?
No, I don't. For me, jewels aren't something to be worn. They're something to protect. I used to be a guard at my hometown's local mine. Bandits were a constant nuisance. That's why I wouldn't be able to enjoy wearing one. My instinct would be to lock it away.
Wow. Waste is right.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand.
No! What I mean is, it's a waste for such a beauty not to wear jewels. That settles it. We're going to march back there and get the prettiest gems you ever saw. And so help me, you're gonna wear yours. I can't believe we still couldn't find any minerals.
Indeed. All of the local mines seem to be exhausted. If we'd gotten there a bit sooner, we might have found something. But it's hard to say.
Ugh. I just want a couple of jewels. Is that so much to ask? I got so pumped about you wearing one. Bet it would have looked great. Hey, are you laughing?
I am. Not at anything in particular. I'm just happy.
About what?
I'm happy that you're thinking of me like this. You said you wanted to find jewels for yourself, but now you're focused on finding one for me. I'm just taking a moment to enjoy the feeling.
Hey, look at you getting all mushy on me. I just think you deserve some extra beauty in your life, you know?
I appreciate that very much, Princess Timerra.
Nope, not letting it end like this. Come on, we're going to a jeweler right now.
Huh? You're just going to buy jewels now? After all of our searching?
Yep, I've officially given up on the old-fashioned way. Is that bad?
Not at all. Besides, we didn't need to find a rare gem. I've been standing beside one all along.
This top is so cute. I can't even handle it. Oh, and that red skirt is really chic. Oh no, this place has accessories too. Well, goodbye, money. It was nice knowing you.
Tell me about it. I have to stop myself from snapping up everything in the store.
Princess Timerra, what are you doing here?
Shopping? Why, is that weird?
Oh, no. I just would have assumed you had people to do that for you.
I like to go shopping on my own, incognito. That way I can try on clothes, see what fits.
Wow, I love that. It's almost like you're a real person.
Thanks, I think. Gotta say, Fram, you've got style. Your color scheme is elegant yet eye-catching. The ribbons add a touch of flair. And don't get me started on that skirt. It's completely, unequivocally you.
You really think so? I'm honored. I spent a long time on this look. Took me a while to nail down the right ensemble.
Trust me, I know the feeling. It's hard to find a perfect balance between form and function.
Exactly! I want something that's both practical and cute as heck. Is that so much to ask?
You're speaking my language.
I can't believe I'm talking fashion with Princess Timerra. It's like a dream come true.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you pick out clothes for me sometime?
Really? Really? Really?
Really? And I'll pick something out for you too. We'll get all dressed up.
That sounds so fun!
It's settled then.
I can't wait to put together the perfect outfit for you.
Stylish clothes for you and me. It's like furniture for your body.
That's a fun song, Princess Timerra.
That's because I'm having fun. It's exciting to pick out someone else's clothes for a change. Got yours ready to go?
Yep, I'm all set.
Me too. Okay, without any further ado, show me what you picked out.
Brace yourself. I selected, just for you, this cute frilly dress. Ah! I love it! I knew you would. Come on and feel this fabric. It's nice and thick.
Oh, it is?
Yep. All your clothes are so light. I figured you might like something a little warmer.
How, thoughtful of you.
What is it?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I love it, Fram. Now, ready to see what I chose for you? Ta-da! It's a scarlet robe!
It's so cute!
Yeah? I added some flashy accessories to make that distinctive dye in the robe really pop.
I love it! This is exactly my color! It looks nice and breathable, too.
Right? I thought something nice and lightweight would suit you. Wait! Oh, shoot!
What's wrong?
I just remembered a thing I gotta get to. Princess business, you know how it is. Sorry, Fram. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
Huh. That was sudden. Something seemed kind of off there. Maybe she didn't like the dress I picked out. I just don't get it. Why did she leave all of a sudden? Princess Timerra?
I need to get stronger.
Looks like you're training.
Yep. Gotta be strong to protect my country. Oh, I'm really sorry I split the other day.
No, it's fine. I know you must be pretty busy with all your important princess duties.
I got so wrapped up picking clothes for you, I completely forgot it was time to train.
Was that all? I thought maybe, I don't know, that you didn't like the outfit I gave you.
No, it was stylish as all get out.
But then, why'd you act like there was something wrong with it?
Okay. Don't take this the wrong way. The Queendom of Solm? It's a hot place. I wouldn't last 15 minutes in that heavy fabric. Plus, I need nice movable clothes so I can be ready to fight at a moment's notice.
Oh, so that's what it was about.
That dress was really cute though, honest. I'm sorry for being so, wishy-washy.
No, it's okay. I just feel silly for not thinking of that on my own. Can I maybe pick another outfit for you? Except this time, something better suited for that toasty Solm weather.
Oh, what a great idea! Of course! Another shopping trip with my friend Fram! I can't wait! First, I gotta prepare for this next battle, though. Can't try on clothes if I'm dead.
Of course. I'll leave you to it.
Actually, I was gonna ask if you wanted to join. What do you say?
Training my heart out with Princess Timerra? I love nothing more!
Grilled and ready to go! This meat is so yummy, it's gonna make your taste buds dance.
Wow, that seems like a lot of meat for the two of us.
Oh no, this one's for me. I was going to do yours next.
What? How do you eat that much?
Oh, open my mouth, bite, chew. I won't bore you with all the details.
Wow, you're really something, Timerra.
That's true! I'm really something! I'm the Crown Princess of Solm! And I'm wearing lots of priceless jewels!
Shh, please keep your voice down. I've heard that this area isn't very safe.
You can say that again. It's absolutely crawling with bandits. That's why I'm out here like a nice, tempting hunk of lamb on a spit.
Wait a minute. That was your plan? To use yourself as bait?
It worked, didn't it? Look, those bruisers have had their eye on us since we got here.
It looks like they're getting ready for an ambush.
Not if we pounce on them first. Come on. This ought to be a piece of cake for you and me.
All right. But, a little heads up would have been nice.
Thanks, Divine One. You really saved my bacon.
I was happy to help. I will say, I wasn't expecting our picnic to turn into a two-person raid on the bandits' hideout.
Really? That's how most of my picnics go, to be honest.
When you invited me, you said we'd be eating meat together.
And I was telling the truth. You got a nice big helping, right?
Yes, I was stuffed. I only wish you had said something like, "I found the bandits' camp, so let's barge in, take them out, and then grill up some meat." That would have been more, accurate.
So wordy, though. My way was much more concise.
That's one way to look at it. Still, you never cease to amaze. You take it upon yourself to help root out bandits.
What, is that not normal? I'm just protecting my people. I thought that's what royalty was supposed to do.
You say something completely radical, like it's the most obvious thing in the world.
That's my charm. Hey, Divine One, it's meat o'clock. You in?
That depends. Will there be a surprise bandit hunting trip this time?
No, I promise. It's just you, me, and some fresh grilled hunks of meat. I got a nice haul from the latest hunting trip, and I want to share the spoils.
All right. In that case, I'd be happy to partake. I'm so full I can hardly move. I must say, that was delicious. Good job at the grill.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Okay, before you get mad, I really did intend for this to be a plain old picnic. But there are some thugs surrounding us, and it looks like they have other ideas.
What? I thought we cleared them out.
I thought so too. There must have been a hideout I missed in my investigation.
There are a lot of them.
I'll create a breach and you run through to safety.
Good plan. But here's another to consider. Let's take them all out and eliminate the bandit threat once and for all. If we do that, everyone in this entire region will feel much more safe.
Hate to admit it, but I like that better.
I guess you're rubbing off on me.
Come on, let's make sure these jerks never ruin a picnic again.
Right behind you.
Divine One, you know the people of Solm value freedom above everything else, right?
I do.
That goes for me too. I love doing whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it. It's just, do you ever feel chained down by your closest friendships?
What do you mean?
When we connect with people, really bond with them, those bonds make us stronger. I mean, our closest allies help us do things we could never do all by ourselves. That's powerful stuff. But those bonds, those friendships, can feel like obligations too.
I see what you mean, and you're not wrong. Sometimes, when you care about someone, you have to put their desires before your own. That happens in close relationships.
So you have to give up close relationships to really be free? Is that what you think?
I think you should take this.
Is that the Pact Ring?
Yes, and I want you to have it, Timerra.
Me? But why?
Because this will bring us closer together, but never take your freedom from you. I care about you, Timerra, and I don't want you to lose the thing you hold most dear.
Do you really think you and I can have this kind of a bond, and also have our freedom?
Yes, I really do.
That's so beautiful. I suppose I have my answer then. I'll accept the ring.
I promise you, though our hearts will remain connected, you will be free.
I like the sound of that very much. This will be our bond forever. No matter where we are or where we go, we are always together.